Hello everyone, welcome to MB Performance. Today we'll be lifting a 2013 5th gen 4Runner 2.5 inch lift. We'll be also changing the wheels, the lugs, making sure that this is nice and leveled, and make sure that it looks more aggressive. Here at MB Performance, we're getting a little better in working on Toyotas and lifting 4Runners and working on them. Always been a Honda guy, but since my son got his 4Runner, we've been doing a lot of cool things to it. Very extremely fun cars to drive, and we just learning little by little. And I'm gonna make videos to show you guys how things are done and make sure that we are saving money and making sure that we're having fun with our vehicles. Let's get started. I'm gonna use a 14 meter. There's 3. So 19 down here, and then 19 right here. Take this clip off, lightly tap this with a hammer, and this whole thing is gonna come up. But before you do any of that, you gotta make sure you get this 10-inch right here, 10 millimeter. There's a 10 millimeter here and a 12 millimeter here, and separate this, the ABS sensor away this way a little bit. You might have to bend it just a tad, so that when it drops, you don't break anything. Take the 10 out. Okay. 10 here. That's the 12. You got the 10 in the back right here. Take this off so you don't want to damage your speed sensor. And there it is. Okay, so we turn the steering wheel to the left, and then that way you're gonna have space, because once we take this bolt off, this lower control is gonna drop a little bit, and then you're gonna be able to scoop this out this way, like this. So once the top bolts are off, you're gonna push it out, and it's gonna come out just like this to the side. So we can put the leveling kit on top. Okay, so this is the kit that we got from Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. So the way that this one goes, once the strut is off, we're gonna put this on top, which is a spacer. We're gonna put the original bolts, the 14 millimeter bolts here. And then with the supplied bolts, you're gonna go from the top and screw it downward with the washer. It comes with a washer and it comes with a pressure washer right there. It's a pretty good kit. I think it's a 2.5 lift. What is it? 2.5 in the front, 3 inch in the back. So we're gonna do below before and after pictures and videos, and I'm gonna put it out there too. But I think the kit was like 95 bucks or so for the front and rear. It has it has good materials, but it kind of feels like a Daystar, kind of thick. But once we put it on, we'll take it a ride and we'll let you know. Alright, so we're gonna put this one back on. So it looks like that. It's like the way you took it out. We're gonna align the holes that are up here. You got 2 on top right here, and then 1 in the back, so you want to feel it, and then I'm going the right direction already, so I'm good. You pull it down through the arm. Okay. And this should pop in. If you have help, make sure that you ask somebody for help, because you gotta stretch this again. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it real quick because I'm gonna need my. What I had to do is I had to get a twist it here with a put a screwdriver here, and then feel my finger. Make sure that when you run your finger through the hole right here on top, you can feel both holes aligned from the strut and the mount. So then what I did was I used a tiny little screwdriver, and I placed it in here, and I just moved it around. See? And then now it's aligned. I'm gonna put the screw in now, the bolt in now, so you can see it, how smooth it is. It's actually easier than the other kits that I've done, because it doesn't have the bolts on top of the bolts go downward instead of upward. See how it goes in smooth? So you want to have the washer and the pressure washer on it. And then we just bolt it down.
Taking off the top.
Not far enough. Want to make sure these two top ones are facing forward. Forward like this. And then we're going to have to wedge a pipe right here at the bottom, so we can push this down and be able to maneuver this bottom piece where it originally goes. Because now you're up 2.5 inches. So. Okay, so you can see we put the pipe right across and just under the little control arm right here in this corner, and we're going to push it down so that this can get where it originally needs to be. Okay. This. I'm going to leave it down a little bit while I put the original. Put down a little more. More. A little more. There you go. Like I said, if you could get somebody to help you, it's a great idea, because two-man show in the front, unless you're super strong and you feel like struggling a little bit. But this is probably the only part that you will need help doing. I would not bolt this up yet. Right now it's just mocked up so I can move this around. You can see it needs to be moved around while I line up these holes up here. So while they're lined up, I stick the screwdriver in here, feel around with the holes like this, keep moving it around. And right here I feel it pretty good. I'll put the first one on. See how that did? And then we're gonna put the other one on this side. This. Yeah, we need the stubby screwdriver. Huh?
I brought it over.
So with a stubby screwdriver, so you're going to use a little stubby screwdriver or anything that fits in here that's not going to damage the thread. There you go, you see how it moved? And you want to do it by hand. because you do not want to damage the thread that the kit comes with. And then the back one should align already. Since the two front ones are aligned, it should be okay. It's already going in smooth, so it's a good sign. Okay. This is 17 millimeter. You just ratchet down super tight until the pressure washer is flying out, and then you reverse the whole setup. So now that we're going to the back is a lot easier than the front. So what you want to do for the back is you want to get a 12 millimeter. You're going to first jack up the car safely. You want to put the jack under the differential, push it up a little bit, and then once you feel this a little loose, go 12 millimeter, take out this end link right here, the sway bar end link. Okay, it's gonna go drop down. I already did the other side, that's why it felt so smooth. And then you want to disconnect the shock. Once you disconnect the shock, this whole differential is gonna drop down, and we're gonna be able to take the spring off. I'll show you that in a little bit. So the bolt that's holding the shock, it's a 17. We already loosened it out. All we want to do is push it out. It's kind of dry now, so sorry. Let me get I need something. Go hit it gently here, and there it goes. And now we're gonna lower the jack. Okay, go around where you can measure things down. You're gonna see that the whole bottom of the differential is gonna drop slowly. And now the differential should be loose enough that we can just take the spring off. I can show you how I do it now. This. See that? It's your spring. So with this particular kit, all you have to do is leave the original bump stop and then put this one right on top, and then we're going to add it back in there. The way we took it out, this way. Right in here like this. Now I'm going to take a break to change my gloves. And then we're gonna need help to press on this differential so we can put we can slide the spring now. Now that it's bigger, we're gonna need some space.